In the beginning of the film, we see a ranger of the U.S. Army whose name is Cameron, and he is the hero of our story. He took a leave. First of all, he meets his wife who used to work at a bar. As soon as she sees Cameron, there is no place for her happiness. He was also happy. They hug each other, because he got a leave after a long time. She tells Cameron that we are going to have a baby. We are going to be mom and dad. Both of them started dancing very happily. Then a goon comes here and starts troubling his wife. He was also saying the opposite to Cameron. Look, he got very angry. He just feels like fighting, and his wife stops him from doing this, and these people start dancing again. But that goon and his companion did not go from there. Rather, they were sitting there, staring at them. Then, as soon as these two come out, the goons surround them. Again, he starts troubling his wife. This time, they had crossed the limit. Cameron started talking about the army uniform. Seeing this, Cameron got so angry that this time he could not stop himself. He starts killing the goons one by one. He was beating them very badly. Now, seeing that he alone is getting hit on the head, a goon comes to him with a knife and tries to kill Cameron. But he stops the attack with his defense. He holds up his arm and breaks it. He also hits him on the face and injures him a lot. In the end, he stabs him with a knife and kills him. Now, after this incident, Cameron has been taken to court. He is sentenced to 8 years for threatening murderers and everyone else. That poor guy was surprised, because he did this in his defense. He did not do it on purpose, but that poor guy had no other option. The next day, he is sent to jail. After some time, he finds out from his wife's letter that his wife has given birth to a daughter. He was happy to know this, and he was eager to meet his daughter, but he could not meet her at the moment. He was helpless. His wife used to send him pictures of her son so that he would not be sad. In addition, she was also saying that you should not get angry. You have to be completely calm in jail. He does this. He is very calm and treats everyone with love, because he wants to get out of here as soon as possible and meet his wife and daughter. He reads books to pass time and exercises to stay fit. The boy who was living with him in jail, Cameron, befriends him, which was a very good habit. But that poor guy had diabetes. 8 years passed by like this. No one knows anything. And now Cameron was going to be released in a few days. But he finds out that before that, me and some dangerous prisoners had to be taken to another special jail by sitting in a plane. An agent is responsible for taking all of them there. The U.S. Marshal makes a plan. He was going to make one of his agents a fake prisoner and send him on the same plane, so that this agent can mix with those prisoners, give all the information to the U.S. Marshal, and keep an eye on them. Immediately after that, all those prisoners are shown to us on this plane. All the ghosts were very dangerous, but the most dangerous, especially 3, one of which was named Cyrus. One was his companion, and the third was a thief. Apart from them, there were many more prisoners who had done a lot of things in reverse. The plane was about to fly, but before that, the agent prepares these fake prisoners well, gives them a gun, and puts them on the plane. And now, as the plane flies, all the prisoners start preparing to flee. Cyrus had hidden a pin in his hand, which he had hidden, with the help of which he opens his handcuffs. A prisoner takes out a small bottle from his mouth, which had oil of mud and a match. By setting it on fire, he also burns the prisoner sitting next to him. Seeing this, the plane's guard comes to help him, but the clever prisoner catches him. And in this way, all those dangerous prisoners take over this whole plane, because they had hijacked the plane. An ill-mannered prisoner, as soon as he sees the female guard, starts doing wrong to her. Cameron felt very bad about this. In anger, he immediately goes there. He catches the prisoner and throws him aside. By doing this, he stops him. A prisoner tells everyone that soon this plane is going to stop in jail, because we have to send 6 prisoners there. So everyone should be normal so that they do not doubt that something is wrong with the plane. We can mislead them. But then that agent, this fake prisoner, catches Cyrus's man and puts a gun on his head. Here Cameron explains to him a lot. Look, don't be crazy. Please put your gun down. But he doesn't listen. So now Cyrus, without thinking, shoots him, by which he fell down and he dies. After which he realizes that of the 6 prisoners who have to be sent to jail, 3 have died. Seeing this, Cyrus calls his 3 companions to take the place of those 3 dead prisoners. Cameron was also one of those 6 prisoners, but he didn't want to get off the plane. He lies to Cyrus and says that my April 15th, 2023 imprisonment is still left, and I don't want to get out of this jail, upon which Cyrus agreed. Says then do one thing. Since the guard is dead, you take off his uniform and wear it. so that no one doubts. Cameron does this. Wearing the guard's uniform himself, he starts taking off the 6 prisoners' clothes. He had a tape recorder in his uniform, which he puts in the pocket of a prisoner, so that when the prisoner goes inside, the police get this tape recorder, so that they know that a lot of prisoners have hijacked the plane. A big mess has been made here. Cyrus stops the plane in one place and takes down those 6 prisoners to send them to jail. The most fun thing for the officers standing there have no doubt about what happened on the plane. A clever prisoner takes out his plane's tracking device and puts it on the other plane, so that the police can't track us or find us. If the police find out about the hijack, they will follow the other plane, on which he has now put the tracking device. Now, a lot of prisoners are also being put on the plane from this jail, in which there was a very big murderer too. He was so dangerous that Cyrus was also scared to see him. Anyway, the plane flies away from here, while the police also start taking the 6 prisoners with them in the bus. The same tape recorder falls from the prisoner's pocket, which Cameron had kept in his pocket. After hearing this, everyone now knows what is happening on that plane. Some people were saying that they attacked the plane and blew it up in one blow. But the U.S. Marshal was not in favor of this. Says no, there must be good people on that plane. So what is the fault of those innocent people? Cyrus and his companion on the plane release the dangerous killer prisoner. Cameron comes to ask him, where are we going now and what to do next? What is the plan? Cyrus tells him that now we will leave this country. We will go far away from here and live there, and live a free life. After hearing this, Cameron came back and sat in his seat. He sees that my friend's condition is getting worse. If the medicine is not given, he will be killed very soon. Now Cyrus's companion, who is the pilot, tells him that there is something wrong with the plane. I think there is some problem with the gear. Go and check it out. Cyrus tells his companion, but he refuses to go alone. So now Cameron goes with him. Going there, they find out that there is a dead body on the gear. Cyrus's companion tells Cameron to pick it up and throw it down immediately. He agreed. But before throwing it, he writes something on the clothes of the dead body, so that the police know where the plane is going. That dead body comes straight from the sky and falls on a car, due to which the car was destroyed. The thief prisoner started doubting Cameron, but he gets lost in the same things which distract him, because he did not want anyone to know that I am an Army Ranger, because by doing this, my and my friends' lives are in danger. The police did not understand what to do. Meanwhile, the U.S. Marshal finds out that Cameron, who is currently on the same plane, is an Army Ranger. His punishment is over. Soon he is going to be released. His wife and daughter are waiting for him to return. So he goes and meets his wife. His wife tells the U.S. Marshal that Cameron did not kill him on purpose, but in his defense. He is a very good person. Then a police officer comes to the U.S. Marshal and tells him that we have found a dead body in the middle of the city, which has fallen from the sky. By calculating the calculation, the U.S. Marshal understands that Cameron is doing all this. And here he also finds out where the plane is. He immediately tells this to the officers, but no one believes him, because they were looking for the plane with the help of a tracking device, which that cunning prisoner had put on some other plane. That is, now they were looking for the plane. Seeing these circumstances, the U.S. Marshal started thinking that I should do something. He takes a car and leaves immediately. The thief was looking at the list of all the prisoners on the plane. By giving Cameron's name, he found out that he is an Army Ranger, who said his name wrong. He lied to these people. He was just checking that Cameron himself had come here. He sees that the toy of my daughter, which I have to give him as a gift, is in the hands of this prisoner, and now he has come to know my truth. Who will go and tell all this to him? So Cameron tries to stop him. In the attempt, his hand was cut off. Both kill each other. Cameron gets a chance to stab a rod in his chest, which kills him. Meanwhile, his plane landed in a large field, where the plane was lying broken, but the plane breaks down when it is not removed properly. Cyrus, his partner, was going to take out all the guards and shoot them, but Cameron refuses to do this, that we will do this wrong. This can be very useful to us in the future, and just now we should not think about these things and fix the plane. Cyrus agrees with him. All these prisoners start to fix the plane together. Cameron goes to the side of the plane to find a patrol, so that he can find something and contact the police. But then 3 goons came in front of him, who were going to shoot him. But Cameron attacks them and starts killing them. She was also killing him. That is when this U.S. Marshal comes and saves Cameron, but he shoots him. because now he did not have to trust anyone. But when the marshal tells him that I have come to meet your wife and daughter, so Cameron calms down. Says, I know why you have come here. It would be better if you stayed away from this issue. Because there are good people on the plane as well as bad people. It is my responsibility to save them. Saying this, he leaves from here. There, all the officers also came to know that the plane we've been following for so long is the world plane. Someone has fooled us. When he told this to the U.S. Marshal, he had to say where I'm right now is the location of the real plane. So you guys came here quickly. Now Cyrus's partner fixes another plane so that they can get out of here. And as soon as he drives it, he sees that the U.S. Marshal attacks it and cuts the plane in half from behind. The plane's balance is ruined, and it goes straight, breaks on a petrol pump, and splits. There was gasoline all over the place. Seeing this, Cyrus got so angry that he threw a burning cigarette on the gasoline. The fire spread so much that a prisoner is also killed, along with the petrol pump. A prisoner then sees that a lot of police and army vehicles are coming towards him. Seeing this, Cyrus tells everyone to fight, and his partner starts firing bullets at the police and army officers. Meanwhile, all the prisoners take the plane and fly away from there, which they had fixed. With this, Cyrus suspected that there was some news between us, which is telling the army our locations. So he threatens everyone that whoever it is will come in front of them. Otherwise, I will blow the head off this female guard. So to save the lives of the female guard and Cameron's friend lies. That I am the news. Hearing this, Cyrus shoots him without thinking. He did not die, he just got injured, which falls on Cameron's lap. Cameron tells him not to worry. I will save you, my friend. Because of his friend, Cameron got so angry that he started killing all of Cyrus's companions. Meanwhile, he sees that 2 army helicopters are following him and are about to attack. Among them are a U.S. Marshal and his officer in one helicopter. Cameron goes to the pilot's cabin and talks to the U.S. Marshal through the radio. Says that I will slowly take the plane under my control, so don't attack. The U.S. Marshal tells this to his officers, but they don't stop. But they attack and keep doing it again and again. Because of this, the U.S. Marshal has to tell them that there is a man in my plane who is helping me. Hearing this, the officer stops firing bullets. But it was too late now. Because the plane was very bad, it was just about to fall. So that's why they have to get the plane in the middle of the city, even if they don't want to. Meanwhile, Cyrus was running away with a truck from there. But the U.S. Marshal and Cameron saw him, and now these two start following him on their bikes. Suddenly, Cameron drives his bike very fast and puts it in the truck. He meets a prisoner named Cyrus, who tries to kill him. But Cameron sets the truck on fire while saving him, and jumps off the truck at the right time. A big explosion was caused by the fire. Cyrus and all his prisoners are killed. Then Cameron goes and takes a breath of peace, and then his eyes went to his wife and daughter standing there. He was very happy to meet them, because today he was meeting his daughter for the first time. He thinks, thank God, I have come to see my family today. Now the police have caught all the remaining prisoners, while Cameron is released with dignity, because he had the biggest hand in this mission. Everything was possible because of his bravery and courage. After this, we are shown a murderer who was the most dangerous. He was gambling at a casino. Now that this prisoner is free, he will do bad things like before, which proves that where there is goodness, there is also evil, even if a little is left. This movie ends here.